Hi guys, Johan here from Phoenix Boatworks, the amateur's guide to wooden boat restoration. Today we're going to look at step 5 in wooden boat restoration, removing varnish and paint. We're going to focus on varnish today, and we're going to show you a way that we remove most of the varnish on our boats. A lot of people think removing 10 or 15 coats of varnish on an old boat is quite a difficult task. But actually it's quite easy, and you can do it fairly cost effectively with things that you can buy at your local hardware shop. So the two items, a heat gun and a putty knife. Now you can use a cabinet scraper, but I tend to go for the putty knife in this clip due to cabinet scrapers are a little bit more harder, and they're harder to find in local hardware shops. I went to about 4 of them in the region and couldn't find one. This 2 along is less than 250 Rand if you need to go out and buy them if you don't have them in your shop. First thing is preparation. Take your putty knife. They usually have very sharp corners. We just file these down just so that it doesn't bite into the wood when we start. So now you're prepared, you've got your heat gun and you've got a putty knife that's been filed. So how do you go about it? So the first step in removing the varnish, now that you've got all your tools at hand, is to take it slow and try not to rush it. Because if you're going to rush it, you are going to leave marks on the boat, and you're going to have to sand a lot more at the end of the day after to get all those marks out. So what we do is we work on small little patches. We've got this little nozzle on our heat gun, so we try to work about with an inch each side of this, and then we'll just scrape past it as we go along. You can watch your clip. And then the second thing is we try not to. Normally people will tend to go with a very almost a 90-degree angle to the wood. What you do is you're only biting into the wood, not through the varnish, and you're making marks onto the wood. What we would suggest is go to a 45-30-degree angle, and as you start, slowly apply pressure, and then as you end off, release the pressure so that you don't leave marks on the beginning and the end. And working on a small piece like this every time gives you the opportunity that you can preheat the area just above that sufficient, so that you can actually go quite fast every time you do a pass. So you'll keep your heat gun there, and you'll just pass and move up with your heat gun as you go along. What happens is obviously hot air rises, so that will preheat the areas above that. So don't start at the top working down, start at the bottom and obviously work up. So how do you know when the varnish is hot enough for you to start? One is just testing the varnish with your putty knife to see if it's ready. And the other one is on this boat that we did the demonstration on, there wasn't actually any bubbling of the varnish. Some varnishes you'll get a nice bubble of it, and you'll know you can just go scrape through it, and that it's the right temperature. But it's all trial and error. Every boat's going to be a bit different from our clip or from the previous boat that you did, and just to find that nice rhythm and that nice method of removing the varnish timely and efficiently without harming the wood underneath the varnish. So that's it from us today. I hope you found this clip informative. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them down below in our comment box. We're also bringing out now regular episodes. On a Wednesday would be how to restore a wooden boat. Clips, Thursday would be our current restoration project what we're working on, and then Friday will be a random quick garage restoration tip that you can use over the weekend. So it would be super if you can subscribe, because then you'll also stay in the loop on when every episode gets aired on our YouTube channel. Take care.